Good morning, everybody. I extend a very warm welcome to everyone for this 45th Annual General Body Meeting of the company. This meeting is being held through video conference in accordance with the circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and Securities Exchange Board of India. Before we start the main proceeding of the meeting, I request all of you to please stand up for the Tamil Thai Award.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் மதனமென திகழ்வரத கண்டமிது எக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு திரை முதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம் வியந்து செய்ய மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
Now I request the board members to introduce themselves. I am Sandeep Saxena, IAS, DIN number 00770925, Chairman and Managing Director of the company. I am joining this annual general body meeting from the registered office of the company at Chennai.
Good afternoon. I am B. Arun, DPS number 01726117, Director of the company. I am joining this annual general meeting from the registered office of the company at Chennai.
Good morning. I am Anbaragan, IAS, DIN number 10402554. The Director of company. I am joining this annual general meeting from the registered office of the company at Chennai.
Good morning. I am Sundar Devan, Independent Director and Chairman of the Nomination and Remuneration Committee of the Board. I am joining this annual general meeting through video conference from the USC. Thank you.
I am M. Arumugam, DIN 01439-166. I am joining this annual general meeting from the registered office of the company at Chennai. I am an independent director of the board of this company.
I am P.B. Sansana Krishnan, D number 03213653. I'm an independent director joining this annual general meeting from the registered office of the company. I'm chairman of the audit committee of the board. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Satyavati, DIN number 02357307, independent director. I'm joining this annual general meeting from the registered office of the company at Chennai. I am also chairman of the stakeholders relationship committee of the board.
Good afternoon. Apart from our directors, the statutory auditor, secretarial auditor, and the scrutinizer for the meeting have joined the meeting from the registered office of the company at Chennai. The cost auditor and external and internal auditor of the company have joined this meeting by way of video conference. Thiru Pratik Dayal IAS, DIN number 09422959, Director is not present due to the preoccupation with his office work. Participation of members through video conference is being reckoned for the purpose of quorum as per the circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and Section 103 of the Companies Act. 64 shareholders have joined the meeting through video conference against the total number of 53,613 shareholders as on the cutoff date, that is Thursday, 11th September 2025. Hence, we shall have the requisite quorum present through video conference to conduct the proceedings of this meeting.
The quorum being present, I call this meeting to order.
I now provide the general instructions to the members regarding participation in this meeting. Members may vote that this annual general meeting is being held through video conference in accordance with the Companies Act 2013 and circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and Securities and Exchange Board of India. Facility for joining this meeting through video conference or other audio-visual means is made available for the members on a first-come, first-served basis. The Register of Directors and key managerial personnel, the Register of Contracts or Arrangements have been made available for inspection by the members during the annual general meeting. Members seeking to inspect such documents can send their request to invest_grievances@tnpl.co.in. The company has received requests from the members to register themselves as speakers at this meeting. Accordingly, the floor will be open for those members to ask questions or express their views. The moderator will facilitate this session once Company Secretary opens the floor for the questions and answers. The company has provided the facility to cast the votes electronically through remote e-voting on all resolutions set forth in the notice. Members who have not cast their votes through remote e-voting and who are participating in this meeting can cast their votes during the meeting through e-voting system provided by National Securities Depositories Limited, NSDL. Members are requested to refer to the instructions provided in the notice of the annual general meeting for a seamless participation through video conference. In case members face any difficulty, they may reach out on the helpline numbers of NSDL mentioned in the notice to this annual general meeting. Now, I request Dr. Sandeep Saxena, IAS, Chairman and Managing Director, to deliver the Chairman's speech.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vanakkam. A very warm welcome to all our shareholders, my colleagues on the board, auditors, and other stakeholders of the company to this 45th annual general meeting. The annual general meeting of our company has been conducted through video conference from the year 2020. I look forward to meeting you all in person in the upcoming AGMs. I am delighted to present the board's report and the audited accounts for the year ending 31st of March 2025, themed Great Place to Work, the backbone of our success, the TNPL workforce. And with your permission, I shall take them as read. I trust you would have gone through the same by now and noted the performance of the company during the financial year 2024-25. This year, our journey has been of resilience and full of challenges. As you know, your company was promoted by the government of Tamil Nadu to produce newsprint and printing and writing papers, short form PWP, using bagasse as the primary raw material, and was incorporated on April 16, 1979 under the Companies Act 1956. The mill was established at Kagidapuram and the commercial operations were commenced in 1985 with an installed capacity of 90,000 tons per annum, which is 50,000 of ton per annum of newsprint and 40,000 tons per annum of printing and writing papers. And over the years, the unit is now equipped with state-of-the-art automation in all three modern high-speed paper machines, producing over 4 lakh tons per annum, making TNPL one of the prominent bagasse-based paper manufacturers across the globe. Unit 1 boasts of 4 decades of undefined trust, uncompromising quality, and sustainability. Your company, in the quest of becoming the world leader in the pulp and paper industry, a paperboard project was conceived by TNPL, paving the way for emergence of Unit 2, spanning over an area of 874 acres in Mondipatti village in Trichy district. TNPL Unit 2 was designed to produce 2 lakh metric ton of high-grade paperboard per annum. With a record of completing the whole project in a span of just 22 months, Unit 2 currently produces over 1,80,000 metric ton per annum of paperboard. The new hardwood pulp plant commissioned at Unit 2 with a capacity of 1.4 lakh metric ton per annum is working well and the quality pulp is being supplied for board production, and also excess pulp available is used at Unit 1. The total pulping capacity available as on date amounts to 1,580 tons per day, which was started with 300 tons per day in 1984. With persistent efforts to attain 100% sustainability and zero waste manufacturing, your company also commissioned a cement plant in January 2013, manufacturing superior quality cement grades using the solid waste generated from our paper mills with lime sludge and fly ash. Started with a capacity to manufacture 600 tons per day. It is now enhanced to 900 tons per day on introduction of pre-calciner and other balancing equipments. Right from raw material procurement to cement production, your company's cement plant is equipped with the most innovative and ultra-modern machinery to perform all its operations in-house. At TNPL, we are a responsible organization committed to preserve our ecosystem and reduce our carbon footprints. We have ventured into generation of green energy through renewable energy resources and have installed a 15 megawatt wind farm at Devarkulam and Perangudi in Tirunelveli district in year 1993-94. Through the years, after carrying out capacity addition in 4 phases in the Devarkulam, the plant's current capacity stands at 35.5 megawatt. Vision and mission. Your company has been operating with a vision to adopt state-of-the-art contemporary technology and be the world's most sustainable brand to manufacture eco-friendly paper and paper boards. We also strive to create an inclusive work environment, become the best place to work at, and grow in favorable opportunities. In line with the above vision, the company's mission has been to manufacture paper and paper boards of top-notch quality and achieve over 1 million tons per annum production by the end of 2030. Besides that, we also focus on becoming the #1 choice for our customers and provide our products at the most affordable and competitive prices, meet our financial goals, and create a culture of safety and sustainability. We are exploring new segments to forward integrate in value-added products using paper and board as a raw material and are in active discussions with paper machine manufacturers to get into newer categories of value-added papers. Great Place to Work certified. I am thrilled to share that your company has successfully completed the assessment conducted by the Great Place to Work Registered India and has achieved the prestigious Great Place to Work certification. Our overall trust index score stands at an impressive 96%, while India top best companies to work for stand at 91%, a difference of 5%. A remarkable reflection of the positive, collaborative, and respectful atmosphere and environment we foster together. The fact that 95% of our employees participated in this survey speaks the volumes. This certificate is valid from December 2024 till December 2025. The theme of the annual report for the financial year 2024-25 is based on this great achievement as an honor to our workforce. Operational and financial overview. During the year, your company has produced 4.25 lakh metric ton of paper and sold 4.32 lakh metric ton of papers. The packaging board plant, your company has produced 1.89 lakh metric tons of packaging board and sold 1.83 lakhs metric ton of packaging board. During the year, your company has produced 3.01 lakh metric ton of total pulp, which is comprising of hardwood pulp, chemical bagasse pulp, and de-inked pulp in Unit 1, and 1.28 lakh metric ton of hardwood pulp in Unit 2. The total pulp production during the year was 4.29 lakh metric tons. During the year 2024-25, the paper industry faced where the price correction in packaging, printing and specialty paper segments due to fluctuation in raw material costs and rising imports. There was also a hike in domestic wood prices due to heightened demand for other wood-based industries and lower plantation during the COVID years. It takes about 3 to 4 years to get the pulp wood from plantation to the harvesting stage, and so we are facing the present. We faced the shortage during the last year. This led to severe price pressure on domestic mills, resulting in reduction in the sales realization. The combination of these two factors has severely impacted the profit margins and affected the profitability of the company during the year. However, the company has maintained capacity utilization and sold higher quantity of paper as compared to the previous year. The company has earned a profit before tax (PBT) of 5.29 lakh crores and profit after tax (PAT) of 3.72 crores for the financial year 2024-25. The market capitalization on 31/3/2025 stands as rupees 873.43 crores. Further, the board of directors of your company have recommended the payment of dividend at the rate rupees 3 per share, that is 30% of the face value of rupees 10 per share out of profit of the company, despite requirement of funds for capex and repayment of loans. The market outlook. During financial year 25-26, country continued to witness a significant increase in imports of packaging grades and writing papers from last financial year. The rise in imports was attributed to very competitive pricing and consistent supplies from overseas suppliers. Imports have intensified competition in the Indian market, resulting in pressure on domestic manufacturers, including TNPL, to maintain market share and price competitiveness. The domestic market continues to reel under sluggish demand in writing paper segment. This is partly due to the ongoing digital transformation, which has led to a decline in the traditional paper usage, economic uncertainties, shift in consumer behavior. The domestic market is also on high downward price pressure due to the influx of imports. While this may benefit customers and industries, local manufacturers had to face many challenges like fluctuation in raw material cost and impacting its production cost and margins. It is expected that demand can be better in the coming seasons from November onwards and Q4 to be better in terms of sales and realization. We are in the phase of introducing many products in PWP grade with improved bulk, opacity and brightness, which is expected to have better response from the market. We are also introducing copier grades with improved bulk. These steps are also expected to result in improved sale and market share in the coming months. The company has also taken many initiatives to improve the efficiency of plant operation at both Unit 1 and 2, resulting in variable cost reduction. Purchase department has also embarked on various cost reduction initiatives, including vendor waste development, which has improved the competitiveness and reduction of input price on a sustainable basis. As far as packaging is concerned, demand and realization was good in this financial year in Q1 due to heavy import at a very low price with difference of rupees 6,000 metric ton between domestic and imported paperboard. Domestic mills were forced to lower the prices in all grades in Q2. Introduction of minimum import price from 22nd August onwards will allow domestic mills to be more competitive to imports. However, we expect the demand to further improve from November onwards, as by then the festivals will be over and demand from all segments, including publishing, to be stable till end of the financial year. Sales realization is expected to be better in Q3 and Q4 and for the second half of the year. The sales amendment in GST rate of paper has caused anxiety and some negative sentiments in the market. On the one hand, the increase in GST from 12% to 18% has made the landed cost of paper dealers and also the IGST nil rate on imported paper for notebook makes import relatively cheaper. On the other, loss of input credit for the paper mill on the paper supplied to notebook will cause price increase in this segment. The company is closely monitoring the situation and will take adequate steps as may be required. On the ongoing projects, tissue paper machine in Unit 2. Considering the market potential for tissue paper, a 100 TPD capacity state-of-the-art tissue paper machine along with its auxiliaries is proposed to be installed at Unit 2 at an estimated project cost of 340 crores rupees. The machine will have facilities to produce different grades of tissue paper ranging from 13 GSM to 40 GSM, mostly made from high quality in-house hardwood pulp. Orders have been placed for tissue paper machine, and the manufacturing is in progress. The tissue paper machine is expected to be commissioned by March 2026. Revamp of the steam and power system in Unit 1. The revamping of the existing steam and power system in Unit 1 is taken up in phases to retire and replace the old low pressure boilers installed since the mill's inception in 1985. Hence, in order to have reliable supply of utilities like steam and power for the mill's operations, the installation of two high pressure boilers with steam generation of 125 tons per hour each at 105 atmospheric pressure, 525 degrees Celsius temperature, along with a turbo generator of 52 megawatt are being planned in phases. As part of phase 1, order have been placed for high pressure boiler of 125 tons per hour capacity and the manufacturing is in progress. The high pressure boiler is expected to be commissioned by March 2026. Rooftop solar plant at Unit 1 and Unit 2. In line with our commitment to environment and renewable energy, 1 megawatt each rooftop solar power plants have been installed on buildings at both Unit 1 and Unit 2, contributing to our efforts to reduce our carbon footprints. Commissioning of the project at both the units is likely to be completed in the September 2025. Environment, sustainability and governance. Ever since the inception, your company has been devoted towards manufacturing products that are of the finest quality, integrating ultra-modern technology with optimized operations. We are now one of the world's leaders in pulp and paper industry. A dedicated team of experts in research and development department not only ensures that our customers get access to the best products and services, but also aids in achieving our sustainability goals. Our R&D department covers 3 key aspects with product and quality development, promoting sustainability and sustainable manufacturing practices that make us achieve our commitment towards producing top-of-the-line products and being environmentally conscious across all our interfunctional departments. Your company is known in the country for its environmental consciousness and eco-friendliness with the least water consumption per metric ton of the paper produced. Further, your company firmly believes that one operation's waste could be another's fuel, and we continuously work on the concept of waste to wealth. We ensure that most of the waste that are generated are being reused, recycled, and repurposed to the maximum extent possible at all levels of our production. TNPL has always been the torch bearer of innovations, and thus all the operations are optimized with the adoption of futuristic and relevant technologies from all over the world. we always strive for excellence in all our activities and pull in industry best practices from across the globe and ensure that we set a benchmark of our own products of top-notch quality. With our vision set to become the world market leader to not just manufacture the most eco-friendly products, but also implement sustainability across all our operations. We are constantly upgrading ourselves with the latest and forward-looking technology available in the market. Started in 2004, TNPL's plantation program stems from our goal to achieve self-reliance in pulpwood, covering 282,321 acres of plantation involving 58,077 farmers over the past 21 years. This initiative is dedicated to source pulpwood which is economically viable, socially acceptable and environmentally compatible, with an objective to develop renewable and sustainable plantation in barren and degraded lands, thereby increasing the tree cover outside the natural forests. The commitment to sustainability in and beyond production propels our passion for research and innovation, resulting in production capacity of 65 million pulpwood sapling every year. Biodiversity, the variety of life in genes, species and in entire ecosystem is vital for humankind. We are determined to put biodiversity at the top of the plantation management agenda. We are working hard to become the industry leaders in biodiversity, and with this mindset, we were able to understand as how we should manage our pulpwood plantation program. Our farm forestry and captive plantation are certified by the Forest Stewardship Council as FSC FM plantation with non-high conservation value lands. By avoiding plantation near water catchment area or any other culturally significant area for indigenous communities and ethnic groups, TNPL negates any chances of damage either to the livelihood or to the ecosystem. During the year, the company established high-yielding clonal pulpwood plantation in an extent of 25,564 acres involving 6,401 farmers. 79.70 lakh NM3 methane gas was generated in the biomethanation plant and consumed in the line clean and power boilers, which has resulted in saving of 4,361.82 kiloliters of furnace oil and 1,171.08 metric ton of imported coal. The wind farms with an installed capacity of 35.5 megawatt has generated 367.99 lakh kilowatt hour units of green power during the year. Your company is the only paper company with a cement plant and has converted lime sludge and fly ash into 1,77,256 metric ton of high-grade cement in 2024-25. Implementation of various water conservation measures resulted in reduction of overall consumption of water in Unit 1 to 27.56 kiloliter per ton of paper, which is one of the lowest in the industry. Corporate social responsibility. Your company is committed in being a socially responsible corporate entity. During the year, your company has implemented several community development measures towards the broad sectors, including in your company's CSR policy, such as education, healthcare, community development and infrastructure development, environment and soil quality, and culture and heritage. Your company has spent 6.35 crores for CSR activities during 2024-25 by mainly focusing on enhancing the socio-economic status by conducting skill development program, sports promotional activities, free education to the children of downtrodden people, sponsorships, special coaching classes, general medical camp, and monthly mobile medical camps in the villages surrounding your company's factories. Supply of free drinking water facilities, etc. Digital transformation. Your company has a robust methodology to understand the consumption and production details and compare the actual performance and the annual operating plan in terms of production output, raw materials, and variable cost through our enterprise resource planning system. Sophisticated software is also installed to closely monitor treated effluent emissions and ambient air quality. Further, in future, we plan to adopt variable cost control by optimized use of raw material, optimize output quality through ERP control system integration, and put big data to use. Awards and recognition. Your company was recognized with many notable awards and accolades during the year. The major awards are highlighted here. TNPL secured second place in manufacturing public large category of excellence in Cost Management Award 2024, organized by the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. These national awards instituted in 2003 recognize organizations excelling through efficient and innovative cost management practices. TNPL was recognized among world's best workplace in Health and Wellness 2024 by Great Place to Work with 96% trust index and high score in management credibility, respect, and fairness, reflecting our strong culture of employee well-being. TNPL won the Happiness and Wellbeing Award 2024 by Happy Plus Consulting and ETHR World, the Economic Times, for its exceptional commitment to fostering a culture of happiness and well-being in the workplace, earning certification as one of the happiest places to thrive. TNPL has won the Green Tech Corporate Communication and PR Award 2024 for excellence in corporate communication strategy. The recognition highlights our strategic communication approach that enhances brand value, fosters transparency, and strengthens our engagement with stakeholders, including customers, employees, investors, and the community. TNPL won the OHSSAE HSC Excellence and ESG Global Award 2024 in March 2025 for its outstanding achievements in safety excellence. The company was honored as the gold winner at the Scotch Governance Assessment and Awards 2024 in February 2025. The company was awarded the National Energy Conservation Award NECA 2024 during December 2024. The company was awarded the CII National Award for Excellence in Energy Management for Energy Efficient Unit and Most Useful Presentation in September 2024. The company was awarded as winner in November 2024 for the Golden Peacock Sustainability Award 2024, organized by the Institute of Directors. The company won the Green Tech PCWR Award for excellence in pollution control, waste management, and recycling in July 2024. The acknowledgement on behalf of the company, I wish to thank the investor community for their solid support and for the confidence they have reposed in the company. I also wish to place on record my sincere appreciation to the efforts put in by all employees of the company. My wholehearted thanks to all shareholders and other stakeholders for continuous encouragement and support. I am extremely grateful to my colleagues on board for their valuable advice and the support. I take this opportunity to place on record my sincere thanks to the union and state governments and the banks, financial institutions for their valuable support and assistance. I also thank the statutory auditors, secretarial auditors, cost auditors, and external internal auditors for their continued guidance and support. Let me conclude by saying that we will ensure that our shared future continues to shine brightly with many more milestones in our journey ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I now provide a summary of the auditor's report. In the audit report for the financial year 2024-2025, the statutory auditors, Messrs. Maharaj, N.R. Suresh and Co. LLP, Chartered Accountants, have expressed unqualified opinion, subject to an observation on reporting under Rule 11G of the Company's Audit and Auditors Rule 2014 on audit trail, in which statutory auditors reported that the company has used an accounting software, Oracle E-Business Suite, EBS, which has audit trail at the application level, but it does not have an audit trail enabled at the database level for logging any direct data changes. And also, statutory auditors reported that there is no scope to alter or edit any entry at the backend by the users. There were no other qualifications, observations, or adverse comments on the financial statements and matters. The statutory auditor's report on financial statements are available on page numbers 234 to 248 of the annual report. The nil report from the Comptroller and Auditor General of India is available in page number 249 of the annual report. The secretarial auditors, Messrs. R. Sridharan and Associates, have expressed unqualified opinion in their secretarial audit report for the financial year 2024-2025. There were no qualifications or observations or adverse comments. The secretarial auditor's report is enclosed as Annexure 2 to the board's report on page numbers 105 to 109 of the annual report. Accordingly, the auditor's report are not required to be read out before the meeting, as provided in the Companies Act 2013 and the Secretarial Standards on General Meetings. As the notice convening the 45th Annual General Meeting has already been circulated to all the members, with your permission, I take this notice convening the meeting as read. Before we proceed, I am pleased to bring to your notice that, as required under the Companies Act 2013, the company has provided the facility to cast your vote electronically through remote e-voting on all resolutions set forth in the notice. The cutoff date for ascertaining the entitlement for remote e-voting facility as well as voting at the meeting was Thursday, 11th September 2025. The remote e-voting period commenced on Monday, 15th September 2025, 9 a.m. IST and ended on Wednesday, 17th September 2025, 5 p.m. IST. The remote e-voting module was disabled by NSDL thereafter. The members as on cutoff date, that is Thursday, 11th September 2025, who have expressed their vote through remote e-voting and are participating in this AGM through video conference are entitled to vote during this meeting through remote e-voting facility provided by NSDL. Members who have already casted their votes through remote e-voting window before the AGM will not be able to cast their votes again through e-voting facility provided in the AGM. Once the members have cast a vote on a resolution, members shall not be allowed to change it subsequently. We now take up the resolutions as set forth in the notice. There are 6 resolutions proposed to be passed at this annual general meeting. All 6 resolutions are ordinary resolutions. I also wish to add at this point that the notice was dispatched electronically to the shareholders of the company in due compliance with the circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and Securities and Exchange Board of India on Monday, 25th August 2025. We will open the floor for any questions by members after all the resolutions are tabled. Item number 1 of the notice: adoption of financial statements by way of ordinary resolution. The shareholders may consider and adopt the financial statements of the company for the financial year ended 31st March 2025, including the reports of the Board of Directors and Auditors, which have already been provided to the members. Item number 2 of the notice: declaration of dividend by way of ordinary resolution. The shareholders may declare dividend at 30%, that is ₹3 only per equity share for the financial year 2024-25. Item number 3 of the notice: appointment of director liable to retire by rotation by way of ordinary resolution. The shareholders may approve the appointment of Thiru T. Anbalagan, IAS, DIN number 10402554, director who is retiring by rotation and being eligible offers himself for reappointment. Item number 4 of the notice: fixation of statutory auditors' remuneration by way of ordinary resolution. The shareholders may approve the fixation of remuneration to Messrs. Maharaj, N.R. Suresh and Co. LLP, firm registration number 001931S, 000020. Chartered Accountants, Chennai, Statutory Auditors of the company. Item number 5 of the notice. Ratification of remuneration to the cost auditors by way of ordinary resolution. The shareholders may ratify the remuneration to Messrs. GS & Co. Firm registration number 000044. Cost and Management Accountants, Chennai, cost auditors of the company. Item number 6 of the notice. Appointment of secretarial auditors by way of ordinary resolution. The shareholders may approve the appointment of Messrs. Sridharan and Sridharan Associates, firm registration number P2022 TN093500. Company secretaries, Chennai, as secretarial auditors of the company for a term of up to 5 consecutive years to hold office from the conclusion of this annual general meeting till the conclusion of 50th annual general meeting of the company to be held on the year 2030 at a remuneration as detailed in the explanatory statement. The text of the resolutions along with explanatory statement is provided in the notice of the annual general meeting circulated to the members. Members who have not cast their vote through remote e-voting may cast their votes now through the e-voting system provided by NSDL. The platform is open to the shareholders to cast their vote. We have received requests from 4 shareholders to be speaker shareholders. I will now call out their names one by one. The speaker shareholders are requested to restrict their queries to the accounts for the financial year 2024-25 and confine their observations or comments to preferably about 5 minutes. Before we go live in the question answer, here are some points to note for your convenience. Kindly turn on your video when you're projected on the broadcast screen. Kindly unmute yourself and proceed to ask the question. Please mention your name, folio number, and the location from where you are joining. Please avoid repetition of same or similar questions already raised by a member. I seek your kind cooperation in this regard. After getting all the queries, consolidated reply will be given. In case of any queries which require elaborate replies, the same will be replied by email. Now, I open the floor for question answer.
Yeah, the first shareholder, through Mahesh Vasudevan, DPID client ID IN 301-330-420-46780. Mr. Mahesh, please unmute yourself and you can switch on your video and you can speak now.
I am Mahesh Vasudevan from Trichirappalli. Good morning, everyone. First of all, my sincere thanks to you, sir, for bringing TNPL to a minimum profit without incurring losses and for paying a 30% dividend, even in such a crisis situation. I have a few questions to ask as a shareholder. Question number 1. Could you please provide a brief update on the market trend and outlook for the financial year 2025-26 for paper and packaging board? Question number 2. What is the way forward for wind farm capacity enhancements? Question number 3, sir. Does TNPL have any plans to undertake artificial intelligence, machine learning based projects, sir? Thank you, everyone, for this opportunity.
Yeah, thank you, through Mahesh Vasudevan. I would like to call upon the next speaker shareholder, Mr. Through J. Dinesh Kumar, DPID client ID IN 300-214-2423-1696. Mr. Dinesh, please unmute yourself and switch on your camera and you can speak.
Good afternoon, respected Chairman, sir, and all the officials in the AGM. Myself, J. Dinesh Kumar. My folio ID is IN 300-2142-4231-696. I have 2 questions to the management to get more clarity on that. Government has introduced minimum import price per board. It is expected to provide any necessary benefits to the company and boost the operating margin. Second question, what is the percentage of export sale? And also I request to provide an outlook on export market trend. Thanks for the company for giving me the opportunity to speak at AGM. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Dinesh Kumar. I would like to call upon the next speaker shareholder. Yes, Rasin Sultana, DPID client ID, IN 300 214 180 90 110. So Rasin Sultana, please unmute yourself and you can speak. Mr. Rasin Sultana, you are not audible. Can you just unmute yourself and speak?
Yes, please speak. Not able to hear you.
Sorry, we couldn't able to hear you, ma'am. You just, in meantime, we'll go to the next speaker. Please check your audio and then we'll connect back. So the next speaker shareholder, the fourth speaker shareholder, Thiru Vijay Kumar, DP client ID, IN 300 214 1770 985. Mr. Vijay Kumar, please unmute yourself and switch on your video and you can speak.
Morning, sirs. Myself, Vijay Kumar from Trichy. It's a pleasure to be a part of AGM as a shareholder. Sir, my question is, what are the major projects in pipeline and timeline for completion of the projects in DNPL? Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. We will again go to the third speaker shareholder, Mr. Rasin Sultana. Can we just try again? Mr. Rasin Sultana, please unmute yourself and you can speak. See, it seems some connectivity issue from our side. With this, we are in the speaker shareholders.
The shareholders have spoken, have asked their queries, which we will respond.
Thank you very much for the very insightful questions put. First, I take what has been requested by through Mahesh Vasudevan. Very important point you have raised, that is regarding the brief outlook of the market. Though I covered it in my speech already, but at the cost of repetition, a brief reply I would like to give for the market outlook. As you see, the tip started coming from year 2024-25 itself in the paper and paperboard market. The main reasons were the upward price trend in the input cost, increase in the input cost, and also influx of the export, both for the paper and paperboard. And that is what caused the demand to go down and NSR also to shrink for the company. This for the entire sector. As far as 2025-26 is concerned, the outlook remained very conservative, not that much of improvement in the paper demand as well as the market. And the government has taken note of the influx of import, and minimum import price was notified for the import of the virgin multi-grade paperboard on 22nd of August 2025, which will be effective up till 2026, 31st of March. This is essentially to give the respite to the domestic paper mills like Tamil Nadu Newsprint and Paper Limited, because the variable cost was becoming difficult to recover by many of the mills. And after that, the stabilization of price is taking place. that is adding to the overall improved NSR of the company. We had a difficult quarter one, and quarter two is on the growth trajectory. In quarter 3 and 4, we are expecting that both the paper and paper board segment will be seeing upward swing in the demand as well as in the sales realization. And we also feel that in time to come, the company would be definitely with its twin targeted efforts. One is to improve the efficiency and to reduce the variable cost on one hand, and to improve the market presence, market share as well as the brand value will definitely be getting a better result during the second half of the current financial year. You also would be noticing that the GST reform recently have created a little bit of anxiety among our entire sector, because on one hand, the GST has been reduced on the notebook segment use of the paper to 0, whereas rest of the paper uses, it has been increased from 12% to 18% at one. This is one thing. Some of the major inputs which we are using, like the coal, GST rate has been increased, and also the cement, which is one of our products, the GST has been reduced. It has happened a few days ago. We are anticipating the notification soon. But during this interim period, the market has somehow become sluggish and the sales are getting reduced. I'm sure that once it comes into force on 22nd of September, the notification comes, the stability will be coming. As far as the capacity enhancement you have asked, yes, you would have seen that it has been mentioned in my speech also that we are going to utilize the spare capacity of pulpwood production available with us in the unit 2. 100 TPD tissue paper machine is being set up, and by the end of this financial year, that would be functional. Apart from that, the company is trying to see which all are the products as a forward integration. It can be sort of put in our basket of products being produced. That study is going on, and very soon we would be taking up those steps, because as our vision is to reach to 1 million ton production capacity by the 2020 year. So we are working on that. We are also doing the study of all our existing machines to see that how we can improve its utilization, so that we'll be in a position to add our production capacity. The third question you have asked is really very interesting, and also very sort of, it's a great opportunity. That is about the use of artificial intelligence and machine learning based production capacity utilization, etc. Yes, as you know that your company is totally on the ERP system, and because of that we are having a big set of databases, historical database available to us. Already most of the production was on the dashboard, and it was being done in a very scientific way. What we have done in last 1 year is that we started now linking the entire IT platform from the beginning to the end. That is from starting with the plantation, which is the major raw material. The TNPL launched its farmers app about 6 months ago, and now each of the farmer of pulpwood supplier to TNPL is connected from the point they raise the intent for the sapling of eucalyptus as well as casuarina. The entire 3 to 4 year cycle of the growth of the pulpwood in their field, giving basic inputs, giving information about the weather, giving information about the scientific practices, the silviculture practices to be done, to the maturity, the way it is done in the sugar industry, cane cutting order, that type of thing is being done here, so that we are linking the pulpwood supply in a continuous way. And that is what is paying the dividends, and the farmers are committed. Even for the harvesting also, the TNPL is taking the responsibility on the request of farmers to harvest, provide the harvesting labors and transportation. So that is where we have integrated from the point one. Second is the procurement of the inputs, essential chemicals, coal and other important raw materials. For that, we have integrated our entire procurement system, which is on the NIC platform, with our procurement system, and now the inventory level, the reorder level, the critical minimum level of the inventory, etc., is being taken care of. We have made a new system of vendor ranking and also development of the vendor, and all this database is being linked to now production and marketing. It also is being now we are taking all the data available on the ERP on the dashboard for every level, and the KPIs have been fixed for each of the level of production, the quality control, the finishing house, and now the marketing is being also linked with the production. So the AI we are going to use, the module is under development. Maybe in another quarter, next quarter it would be rolled out, so that we would be in a position to have the market-led production and production based procurement, so that just-in-time inventory can be brought in. To improve the marketing network with the dealers, which sells more than 50% of our total volume, we have revamped our dealer portal, and it is going to be launched on in the first week of October, wherein the dealers would be in a position to place the order anytime. They would be in a position to see what is the inventory available with us. If the production is already available in our finished house, we can immediately confirm it. If it is already in our production plan, we can inform when it can be expected. And if it is not, then our production plan will be putting the order in, first out queue for production. And not only that, GPS-based tracking of the dispatches from our finishing house to the dealer point would be tracked, and it will be on continuous basis shared with the dealers, both on the web platform portal as well as on the mobile phone. So like this, a complete array of activities are being brought on the platform. Already majority has happened. Some more will be happening in next few months. Once that happens, then the AI tools available with us, the processing of the data, and then improving our production plan, our inventory procurement, as well as market-based price determination and the dispatches will be coming in. So I have taken a little bit of time, but I thought that we should inform to the entire shareholder community that there is a good amount of work being done to efficiently use the cutting-edge technology available to the company. So thank you very much for that. Mr. Dinesh Kumar has asked about the minimum import price and how it is going to impact. So again, at the cost of repetition, let me give the details that the Government of India's recent imposition of MIP of 67,220 per metric ton of virgin multi-layer paper board, which is in short called VMPB, makes a pivotal moment for domestic paper board and manufacturing, including TNPL. This will be effective until March 31st, 2026, and the aim is to curb the dumping of low-cost imports. See, the global geopolitical situation has really impacted the entire sort of business of paper and paper board. Some of the competing countries who have huge capacity to produce paper and paper board, particularly paper board, they had to divert their production, the huge production, to the Indian market, because we are also a big consumer, because of the disruption caused by the tariffs and also disruption in the entire supply chain due to the geopolitical conflicts going on in various very key sort of supply chain sort of points. So this was a very welcome step, and because of this, we are in a position to now reach to a revenue realization level where we would be able to make break even and a little bit of plus contribution from the paper boards. You also have told for the percentage export sales and what is the outlook. Now, it's again a very important point, because when the demand in the domestic sector is less than the production capacity on one hand, and whenever there is influx of the imported material being dumped at a lesser rate, definitely we have to go for exports. The exports realization, sale realization is normally not as high as it is in the domestic market, but to prevent the glut and also to take care of the seasonality in our consumption and demand, your company resort to the exports. Normally, approximately 20% of the product is being exported outside. And as you know, that the writing and printing paper is in the degrowth stage. However, developing economies, developing countries, particularly in the Middle East, North Africa region, the literacy is now getting a flip. And for that, there is a demand for the writing and printing paper. And primarily, we are exporting to our neighborhood, that is in Sri Lanka, and also in the Middle East and the African countries. That is as far as the writing and printing paper is concerned. Whereas the paper board, that is mainly for the folding box board category, is being exported to, again, Middle East region, to the European countries, and also some portion goes to the Latin American countries also. This is the sector which is sunshine sector. It is increasing, and as the demand will be increasing, definitely paper board has a very bright future. So thank you, Mr. Dinesh Kumar, for your question. Mr. Vijay Kumar has asked about the major projects in the pipeline. Definitely, company is committed to increase its capacity, and we are aiming to reach to 1 million ton of production. Now, for that, as a first step, the board decided, your company has decided, and we are establishing the tissue paper machine in Unit 2. Unit 2, the capacity of hardwood pulp production is higher than the requirement for paper board. At the moment, this additional 100 metric ton capacity pulp is being used in the Unit 1 paper production. And from March onwards, once the tissue machine comes into commissioning, then this 100 ton will be utilized for making the tissue paper. As you see, out of the three products, copier and writing and printing paper is now in the slow growth category. Paper board is in the increasing trend category, and tissue paper is the category where the increase is expected in double digits in time to come. As our country is poised for becoming a developed nation in 2047, with that resolve, there would be much increase of per capita requirement of the tissue paper, and that is why your company has taken this step. One point which I wanted to share with our respected shareholders is that tissue, being a bulk commodity, cannot be transported to far off places, and we have a locational advantage. One, we are having very close the port where from we can export to nearby countries, and also in the southern part of the country, we can be we are expected to be the major supplier of the tissue. So this is one project. Secondly, to reduce our energy cost, to have a secured supply of the steam and also generation of the steam. The revamping of steam and power system in Unit 1 is being taken up, and the first phase will be over by the end of February or beginning of March 2026. So these are the two major projects which are right now in the pipeline and will be completed during this financial year. We could not hear the question from Madam Rasin Sultan. So I would like to thank our shareholders for putting very insightful queries, which really is the priority for the company. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. With that, we conclude the question session from all the shareholders. Members may note that the e-voting on NSDL platform will continue to be open for 15 minutes after the closure of this meeting. Members who have not casted their votes yet are requested to do so. The Board of Directors had appointed Thiru R. Sridharan of Messrs. R. Sridharan and Associates, Company Secretaries, as a scrutinizer to supervise the e-voting process. The consolidated results of remote e-voting and the e-voting at the AGM will be uploaded on the website of the company at www.tnpl.com as well as on the website of NSDL and shall also be communicated to the stock exchanges. The resolutions as set forth in the notice shall be deemed to be passed today, subject to receipt of requisite number of votes. We are grateful to all our shareholders from across the country who have participated in this AGM through video conferencing.
Thank you all for attending the meeting, and I hereby declare the proceedings as closed. Thank you. I request you all to stand up for national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य